do the same to Albania. If I got any kind of border incidents or anything, I could actually declare war without having to hurt relations. We'll see. Albania might be a way to get a coastline, though that's not necessarily a good thing. But when after Bulgaria, I'd probably do is liberate Varna. Knocking the country down to size. So they'd actually have a smaller population than me. But still a bigger economy for the time being. Smaller population. No, eventually would lead to a smaller economy. Russia and Germany are at war. This is not going to go well for Russia. Probably. Oh, no. Russia still has reserves even. Seems Germany did build up their military first. So they start with more military tech, and the AI tends to never buy any. So the relations and technology at the beginning of the game. Yeah, we'll see. Who knows how that go. But yeah, it's Macedonia, part of the same civilization group as Russia, which would make it easy to eventually eat up some of their territory. Although a lot of their territory turns to Islamic over time. I guess due to the idea that people coming out of Central Asia have higher birth rates, and they migrate like north out of Kazakhstan to Yekaterinburg and Kazan and the Urals eventually. Yeah, this game has some very racist bullshit themes in it, and that's one of them. Alright. Just waiting for maternity leave here. We're being sued. The Church of Reconology is suing us for detrimental activities against the Church and the National Court of Justice. They want us to pay for all damages their policies have caused. Give them free TV time? What? And promise them better in the foreseeable future. Give them a settlement. Basically bribing them for even more AP. It was worth it. To get buddy-buddy with them. Just allow me to run more projects. West Yugoslavia, representatives of Croatia, Slovenia, and Bosnia. Oh no, Bosnia does end up. They talk about possibly in the feeling in these nations is it's way too dangerous to go any further considering the current world situation. They decided to create the Republic of West Yugoslavia. So those are the more liberal, capitalist successor states to Yugoslavia. Whereas East Yugoslavia form, it tends to be higher Slavic proportions and Muslim proportions and more conservative, but also more socialist, economically left-wing, socially right-wing, as opposed to socially left-wing, economically right-wing. West Yugoslavia is economically more right-wing. By that I mean capitalist, whereas left-wing is socialism, social democracy. Right-wing is neoliberalism, fascist tendencies, and centrist economics. One of the NGOs has proposed the co-funding of social housing, the freedom movement, in one of our provinces. While this may please the people, it would also improve the popularity of the organization in the region. So give me a free social housing, which is very expensive. For a tiny nation, this is huge. And it might increase my population by a fixed amount. I don't know. Population was around 400-ish, I think. Great idea. This improved relations. Cost me money for a while in AP. It's only 100 money and 7 action points total. Scale the size of your nation. So, and some GDP growth. It reduces unemployment, which in the long run will lead to more. Great idea. And my population jump up to 571. Looks like, yes, it did. That was a huge boom. Huge boon to my country, although for now it might reduce me to, yep, low economic development. But that should lead to faster GDP growth. What I mean by that is 0.4% positive to GDP growth when you're at low economic development. Which I think it's 0.15%, so I would actually have an economy that was shrinking if not for that. Good relations with the government. Our goodwill in politics towards free movement are bringing results. We can officially say cooperation is flourishing. Minorities in our country are feeling safe, unoppressed, and most importantly, completely non-rioty. Right. Like I said, the scheme was definitely made by conservatives. It's a neoliberal's wet dream. Population will also allow me to have a larger military, which for a small country is important, not just for the standing army, but you can be training troops up to your unit capacity so that you're already training replacements for soldiers as they die in a fight. Really big nations have such high army capacity, they don't care about small ones. It's going to help them, say, win a war of attrition between Macedonia and Bulgaria. Because I can replace losses and they can't, kind of thing. Still have a larger population than me, or with Albania. Train leave is done. Now set the regulations, by the way, to actually prevent some negative events. It costs nothing to maintain, so it's good to have, as well as enabling maternity leave. Free weekends can make the NGOs happy in certain time points, and it reduces unhappiness, but it does slow economic growth, both the raising intervention and make it hard to keep unemployment at zero. Let's make sure that people don't have to work on weekends. Really, keeping your population happy doesn't have much of an effect in this game, though, so generally you want to do things that upset people for definitive gains. Wait, who has claims on me? It says the other countries. Oh, West Yugoslavia. They want to rename all of Yugoslavia. They get on. They don't get a claim on Kosovo because Kosovo is already in, but. Okay. Well, that's going to prevent person control from falling, but it's going to increase my militarism target, and interventionism won't fall as much. Well, no, actually, that one doesn't care. So I'm not going to be able to do the everyone is born free thing because of the West Yugoslavia thing. A lot of wars early can lead to this. If I lose a war to these guys, they might force me to fight, but yeah, it's not going to be. Should probably resign this. I don't lose any score, I might get something I can actually do. We should start improving my infantry. What new tasks did I get? Infrastructure 2. Which actually costs something to resign. I get a bunch of AP, it would cost me money. These things tend to be a way to turn money into AP. Infrastructure 3 eventually allows a super the C pyramid, a real expensive thing. Reduces unhappiness target, not worth it for a tiny nation, really. Structure 2 does allow transport hubs if you're having trouble keeping up your economic growth. We're progressing towards a rail web. is better, despite the higher interventionism. Interventionism can help you get to authoritarian totalitarianism. This game is made by neoliberals, and so the only reason to go left-wing economics is to have the government increase government authority. Shoot. Yes, the population growth increases the amount of resources I need for economy. And fossil fuel energy focus. Probably don't want to import resources eventually, so I probably need is trade infrastructure. Yeah, unemployment's just about at 0. Although won't stay at 0 unless I continue to do this ad hoc fight unemployment their way. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start either import resources or acquire them from a neighbor. It's the more population to keep them all employed in industry. Need more coal, whatever. Albania's got a lot of resources. Another thing I could do is actually lift the claim I have on Bulgaria, which works hard to get to improve relations, to try and bring them into a block with me. I really need a lot of soldiers for that. More than I could actually have right now. Morton's done. Another thing I could do is progress to a service economy. It's a way to need fewer natural resources. But that would require major investment in education. Recent diplomatic summit resulted in a serious breakdown between two powers. There's no way we can send the fence. We must choose India or China. China. They're the greater power right now. Far. Let's see if I can't. If I can get enough AP, I can try and gain cores in Albania, which eventually I may attack them. Might just have to make good with Bulgaria. Oh, sure, they're in Russia's block now. No, that's Romania. Easy to see with the political map. Yep. Siding with lobbyists. The leading party has been influenced by various interest groups who have to choose the lesser evil. Military sector or the monopolies? Military sector. Monopolies will definitely hurt. GP growth. Though actually, we just raised my interventionism to where, oh no, we stopped it from falling. I actually want it to fall. So we can cut taxes to grow the economy. Alright. Yeah, India is setting up a Lagrange point space station. US and UK, no surprise. India is the real surprise there. You know, it is 2032, so they've had time to develop their space program, I guess. Nowhere near the top scores. Let's see. Elections and reduced interventionism, increased militarism. It's actually a good thing. Cut taxes to increase GDP growth. Actually, I'm having trouble not losing what economy I have right now. People's Democratic Front. Comrade, we are the People's Democratic Front, and we're here to save the working class from the oppression of the capitalistic tyrants. We are sure you understand the Marxist ways that will away, and you will help us, will you not? Yeah, I remember I said this game was made by neoliberals, and they added this NGO honestly just to annoy the player most of the time, and to demonize socialism. Although they are Marxists, Leninists, who can be rather annoying at times. I am a Marxist, but not a Marxist-Leninist. Lenin's ideas, seriously dangerous shit that tend to lead towards a more militaristic version of socialism that has less respect for personal liberty. And by I mean liberty to not be monitored by special secret services or the police, to not not face media censorship, that kind of thing.